great coaching staff
Yep.
over there.
Yeah.
One of the best around. I mean, I put Carrollton's up with anybody. I mean, and of course, a lot of our coaching staffs around here. But I think when it comes to getting it done, and I'm talking about in all facets, Joey King may be one of the best in the state, wouldn't you think? Players wanting to play for him. I mean, just his demeanor and how he does. You know, I love what Coach Finley and stuff has done over there.
King won't be
at Bowden.
He won't be at Carrollton much longer, in my opinion. He may, you know, if Juju stays, which I don't want to get off on this tangent because we're still talking about this other game. But if Juju stays, he'll stay with him until he graduates to get him into into college. But I think people are taking notice around the country at this guy.
He'll be a big
he's
coach.
grooming Division I superstars.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yes.
Juju.
Caleb Odom. I think Caleb is going to be a superstar too.
Because he was off the radar until he got the King effect, I guess you'd say.
If you're going to be a high school coach, Carrollton's where you want to be. The head coach.
Yeah.
It's not a bad gig.
But I like to learn their symptoms.
I don't think the guy would leave for another high school.
No.
I don't think he would leave for an OC or nothing like that unless it was a big time OC like a Georgia or Alabama or
a
Tennessee.
Kirby or somebody's going to call
you know. But if he got a head coaching job, he'd be crazy not to do it.
Well, I could see him going to Georgia Southern, somewhere like that. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be there or nothing like that. I could see him going to school right out of high school and getting a shot at a school like that.
See,
he's coached
Florida. He did that with
what
Florida school was that?
Central Florida, wasn't it?
It was one of them he did it with for a little bit. He coached tight ends, and then he came back and took the Carrollton job.
Yeah.
My prediction, and we'll get off the tangent, my prediction is somebody like your Saban or your Kirby's going to
snag him up.
And they're going to use his specialty as recruiting good kids, too, because he's got an eye for it. So
Quarterback
he'll get
coach.
paid millions of dollars to be a position coach and be like a top recruiter in the country because he's so good at finding kids and developing them and trusting in them and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and you got to think of this stuff, too, when people start thinking, now, he's too loyal. I mean, I think he is loyal. He is too loyal, but you got to think about his family, too.
Yeah.
And you get 3 years at one of those schools, you get vested, you get paid forever. You know what I'm saying? You get tenure. That's a big deal.
But on the flip side of that coin, now let me give you the flip side of that is when you got a wife and you got some kids and they're established, they love the community, they love the schools, then that's where I was saying I don't think he'd leave for another high school. It's going to have to be a really good gig for him to walk away from Carrollton.
You don't get a better gig than the.
But how about that? You know, you're talking about Juju and him staying. He's going to see Kirby.
Yeah.
He's going to see Kirby. Hey, that lets you know that commitment. I mean, there ain't nothing on the dotted line signed to USC. If you know you're going to USC, why would you go see Kirby?
USC was riding high earlier in the year whenever he took the deal. So, I mean, you never know.
Georgia's still riding.
He's still got a long time.
He's got several years for this. People are going to be recruiting him more and more. But I want to get back to that Central game.